Arena. It's a do or die affair. PSG has an advantage of 1 goal in terms of the aggregate, but let's see what happens. For me, I still maintain my stance on Bayern going into the finals of the UEFA Champions League this season. Yeah, I know Arsenal has already made it into the finals after their 1-0 victory over Atletico de Madrid yesterday at the Emirates. And today, we have an exciting game between Bayern and PSG. Now, the Allianz Arena is going to be buzzing. It's going to be a really, really lit up atmosphere. But one thing I'm very much sure of is having an exciting game. This is definitely going to be pure cinema. And I know it's going to be more than what we saw last week. So I'm really, really locked in to see how the game will end up. Yeah, I think it's starting in about 19 minutes from now. So let's see who is going to get the final spot to play Arsenal in Budapest. So let me know in the chat, guys, what your predictions are for this game between Bayern Munich versus PSG at the Allianz Arena. I'm going for a 3-1 Bayern win against PSG. It's a tough match, yeah, but I think Bayern can still get a result. Lewis Graham, nice to have you back on the channel, Lewis Graham. Real Dandy says, Tchouaméni Valverde fought physically during Madrid training. Fabrizio confirmed. Tchouaméni and Valverde. I've not seen that update. What is going on at Real Madrid? What exactly is going on? What exactly is going on at Madrid? Because I really don't understand what the heck is going on there, honestly. The whole Kylian Mbappe, I think 1.2, it should be up to 1.3 or 1.5 million now. Yeah, I think it should be, yeah, it should be up to 1.3 million now for those who have signed that petition against Mbappe leaving Madrid. But I don't really know why they have to sign that, because it doesn't make sense to me, honestly. And now this news you're talking about, Kylian, this news you're talking about Valverde and Tchouaméni fighting in the training ground. I don't know how legit, yeah, I don't know how legit that is. Real Dandy says, see, Fabrizio's post-match still has some time. I will have to check that out. Yeah, I will have to check that out. Fast says, hello. Fast, welcome back. Sean Donnelly says, hi, I'm back. Yeah, Sean Donnelly, it's nice to have you back. Fast says, Manchester United is back. Yeah, we are back to Champions League football, and it's really, really exciting to be in the biggest stage of club football. Yeah, it's really, really an amazing feeling. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Anas Mojubi says PSG 6-7. I don't think we are going to see that type of scoreline, but we are going to see an interesting game. Very, very interesting game. Lewis Graham says 3-2 to Bayern. Yeah, it's very much close to my prediction. I went for a 3-1 win for Bayern. Yeah, I went for a 3-1 win for Bayern. And I think they are going to go through to the final. But let's see what happens if PSG can actually make it back-to-back finals for the first time in their history. Pituzuski says, I love these games when you genuinely don't know who can win. Yeah, I think Jose can actually arrange the dressing room. Honestly, I think he can. Yeah, the ego at Madrid is a very, very big problem. It's a very big problem. Okay, guys, you guys can hear me and see me clearly. All right, thank you very much. Bani Kostrava says, now good. Thank you very much, BG Army. Guys, what are your predictions for the Bayern PSG game? Let me know in the chat. Like I said, I'm going for a 3-1 Bayern win. I'm going for a 3-1 Bayern win. So let's see your predictions in the chat. Let's see who is going to join Arsenal in Budapest, Hungary. K1 says W. K1, nice to have you back on the channel. Where are you connecting from? Let's get the likes up, guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to put up a poll now. Who will qualify to the final? Let's see. Who will qualify to the final? Bayern or PSG? I want to put up a poll now, guys, so we can get our votes up. Bayern or PSG, who is going to qualify to the final? First is Bayern. Then 2 is PSG. Yeah, I'm definitely going for Bayern to qualify to the final. So guys, I already put out a poll. Let me know who you think is going to make it to the final to join Arsenal in Budapest. Now, I know lots of people, myself included, will definitely see this particular game, the outcome, as the winners of the Champions League, be it Bayern or PSG. But one thing I know for sure is a final is a final. You have to stick to your game plan. And if you want to win finals, especially in Champions Leagues, you just have to have game plan. Stick to that game plan. Execute it to the letter and you can definitely win. The other team might be better or even play better than you. But once you have a game plan, stick to it. Arsenal has a very, very solid defense. One of the best defense in Europe. In the Premier League, they have the best defense because they have the highest clean sheets. Their goalkeeper, David Raya, won his third Golden Glove, the third time in a row. And also, they have 17, I think it's 17 clean sheets. They've conceded the least amount of goals in the Prem. Also in the Champions League, they've conceded the least amount of goals in the Champions League. So it shows that they are the best defensive team in the whole of Europe. There is no team that has a defense as solid as Arsenal. Gabriel and William Saliba's partnership is the best right now. So they have a very, very strong chance. Regardless of be it PSG or Bayern, they have a very strong chance of winning the Champions League. So I think Arsenal, they do have a chance. Regardless of what people will say. I know as a rival fan, some rival fans wouldn't want Arsenal to win it because according to lots of people, myself included, there are some Arsenal fans that are just crazy, right? But I just want to support Arsenal because of a couple of players, and these guys have actually done something in the past couple of years. I like Saka. I like Miles Lewis Kelly. I like Eze. Madueke is also my brother. I like him. So these 4-5 guys, also Declan Rice too is a good player. About 5-6 players in Arsenal, I really like those guys. So I really do want them to win something tangible this season. So let's see. Fast says, don't worry, Noble. Arsenal is going to bottle the Champions League, whoever reaches against them. Now, I don't think that will be the case. I'm really, really rooting for Arsenal. As a Man United fan, I'm sincerely and genuinely rooting for Arsenal to win it. The last time a Premier League team won the Champions League was in 2021. That was Manchester City against it was against Inter Milan, yeah. Was it 2021? No, Chelsea won 2021. Now, Chelsea won the 2021 Champions League. I think the last time an English team won it was 2023. Yeah, I think it was the 2022-23 season that an English team won it last. Sean Donnelly says, guys, spam heart. Okay, you're going for Paris. I see. Raphael Tia says, hello, Manchester rival. Okay, fellow Manchester rival. You're a Man City fan. Well, you guys, I just ask for one favor from Man City. I need you guys to beat Chelsea for me in the FA Cup final. That's the only favor I ask of Man City. You can lose the league. I really do want Arsenal to win it. I want Arsenal to win the Premier League this season as a Man United fan. But you guys should do me a favor in the FA Cup final. Beat Chelsea like 4-0 and I'll be good. Yeah, I don't want Chelsea anywhere close to that FA Cup. Like touching it, I don't want them. Sean Donnelly says, Boo City, come on United. Yeah, United for life, Sean Donnelly. Rafael Tia says, we will hope so. Yeah, I hope you guys defeat Chelsea. Honestly, I hope. I don't like Chelsea winning trophies. I can pardon Arsenal, maybe sometimes City. But Chelsea, Liverpool, Barcelona, nah. I really don't fancy it. The game is about to start in 8 minutes. So guys, let me know in the chat what your predictions are for the Bayern game against PSG at the Allianz Arena. Like I said in my predictions video that I put out on Monday, I'm going for a 3-1 Bayern win against PSG. It might be an unpopular opinion, but I definitely will stick to it. 3-1 win for Bayern against PSG. And I know lots of Arsenal fans will be saying, yo, we actually want Bayern. That Bayern is an easier team. But they shouldn't think that way. One thing with Champions League finals or any finals is any team you're meeting, you don't have to look down on them, because if you do, that will be your downfall. Yeah, because you might play everything you want to play, and that team might just get one single chance and they'll punish you with it. So you just have to be spot on. And like I always say, no matter how good you are, right, you just have to come with a game plan. Execute it to the letter. That was how Chelsea was able to defeat PSG in the FIFA Club World Cup. So let's see what happens. Rafael Tiaz says, be a rival, not a hater. Now, of course, I'm a rival, right? But football without banter is incomplete. That's for sure. So the banter is very, very necessary in football. Dennis Beckham says Bayern 5, PSG 2. Bayern 5, PSG 2. That's really massive. But I honestly don't think we are going to see something close to a 9 or a 7 goal thriller like last week. But I think we can see something in the region of, let's say, 4-5 goals. Yeah, but not really 8-9 goals like the last week one. But one thing I'm very much sure of, the Allianz Arena is going to be lit up. Like, the atmosphere is going to be really, really crazy. And these are the sort of nights we enjoy. As a neutral fan, these are the sort of games I love to watch. Yeah, I know I didn't enjoy the Arsenal game in terms of, as a pure football fan, you just want to watch football game, enjoy it. Probably sometimes you go off your seats due to maybe skills and trickery from this player, that player. Yeah, the Arsenal game wasn't that yesterday. The most important thing for Arsenal was to get the win, which at this point in the season, you don't have to play beautiful football. All you need to do is just come up with a game plan and win your game. That's all that matters. Pituzuski says, do you think United can take the pressure because they haven't had a single knockout game with Carrick so far? Now, I don't think that's going to be a problem for Man United. What the club needs to do is back Michael Carrick in the summer if they give him the job. I think Michael Carrick deserves it because he's proven within a short period of time that he can actually cope under the pressure and get the job done. So I think they should give him the job permanently, but he should not be given more than 2 years contract. Just give him 2 years contract. If he does well, you can increase it, maybe add 1 more year or 2 more years, but they shouldn't hand him a 5-year deal or a 6-year deal. I don't want that. He will be too comfortable. So just give him 2 years and see what he can do. Phoenix Caliber says, yes, bro, hope you are good. Just had a nice kebab, all ready for a great game. Who you got winning, Noble? Yeah, I am rooting for Bayern to beat PSG. I know it's going to be a very, very tough game but I'm definitely rooting for Bayern to win. But the thing is, for me, any team that wins, fine and good. But one thing I just want to enjoy tonight is good football. That's just what I want to enjoy tonight. Yesterday, I supported Arsenal as a Man United fan, mainly because, I wouldn't say emotional, but I had lots of sentiments and reasons that made me support Arsenal yesterday. I have a couple of players, the likes of Ebbs, Bukayo Saka, Miles Lewis Kelly, Madueke, Declan Rice. I also like David Raya. So some of these guys, I really do like them, and I want them to get something tangible. The Arsenal team has been consistent in the last 3-4 years. So I felt, okay, these guys have not had that mental breakthrough. They are still stuck in that box. So they need to win something tangible. It could be the Prem or it could be the Champions League. If these guys, this crop of players, win the Champions League or the Premier League, it's going to be a morale booster for them. So that's why I really wanted Arsenal to win. It was quite sentimental for me supporting Arsenal yesterday, but yeah, I know a lot of people don't like Arsenal and Arsenal fans, but I'm not someone that follows the bandwagon. I have a mind of my own. So I just feel like Arsenal actually deserves something this season. Sean Donnelly says, what do you mean exactly? In terms of what? LFC Day says Liverpool are the best. Nah, Liverpool is not the best. You guys should try to get into Champions League. Well, I think you guys will qualify for Champions League because Chelsea is rubbish. Villa are on serious, and Bournemouth will not be able to catch up with you guys. But let's see. Phoenix Caliber says, same, I'm happy for Arsenal. I don't like Atletico. Arsenal fans are annoying, but they deserve something for once. Yeah, the thing is, when it comes to football fans all around the world, United have annoying fans. Chelsea have annoying fans. Arsenal have annoying fans. Liverpool, same. Barcelona, Real Madrid, they all have annoying fans. But one thing I know for sure is sometimes you just have to take a step back, look at the whole situation, analyze and reanalyze it. Right? Yes, I understand and I know football without banter, it's boring. And that's why I always banter clubs like Chelsea, Liverpool, Barcelona and the likes. Yeah, but even in the banter, you still will just sit down, analyze the situation better. Okay, this way or that way, which one is better? So that's why I just went for Arsenal, supporting Arsenal this season to win the Premier League. The Champions League is a stretch, but I think it's very much possible though. Supersonic says this is gonna be a class game. Yeah, it's about to go down. It's already time for the game to start. So let's see. Ayman Ahmad says, I was watching you yesterday, the whole game. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Guys, if you're just joining, kindly hit the like button and subscribe to Noble's View. The game is about to start. Pituzuski says, it's in my name. Is that an Indonesian flag? Let's get the likes up, guys. Let's get it up. Chinonso Obinna says, which club you they support? I they support Man United, but for this game, I they support Bayern. I want Bayern to play the final against Arsenal, so I'm supporting Bayern. Chinonso, which side did they connect from? Are you in Nigeria or outside of Nigeria? Intergalactic says, his best Chinese football streamer, good no. Yeah, I'm resident in China, but I'm not Chinese. I'm resident in China, but I'm not Chinese. I'm Nigerian. Sean Donnelly says, who is your profile picks? Pituzuski. The game is about to start, guys. It's a tough game. But one thing I'm very much sure of is getting something exciting. As a football fan, not any affiliation now maybe to Man United or Real Madrid, no. Just as a football fan. I just want to see something exciting. That's why I'm really looking forward to this game. And I know billions, because this is not watched by millions. This is watched by billions of people. This Champions League game between Bayern and PSG. It's watched by billions of people in the world. So it's going to be a very tough one. Chinonso Binna says, nothing concern Arsenal, concern UCL, Nigerian. Now, bro, don't worry. Arsenal feel surprise us. Arsenal feel surprise us, honestly. They can surprise us, but it's going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult. Hilbert says the match has started. Yeah, guys, the match has already started. Barella says, go International Milan. You guys are already the champions of the Scudetto, so congrats to Inter. Okay, Nuno Mendes is playing today. I don't know if Achraf Hakimi is playing, because he got injured in the first leg. Let me see who is playing right back for PSG. Chat. Let me see. Let me check the lineup to see who is playing right back for them. Let me see who is playing right back for PSG, because I'm yet to see the right back position. I can see Nuno Mendes, but I'm trying to see who is playing right back for PSG. Yeah, because I know Hakimi got injured in the first leg. Pituzuski says Zaire Emery. Really? Zaire Emery playing as right back. Whoa. That's crazy, man. Can he do the job against Luis Diaz? Zaire Emery playing as a right back. Oh, wow. That's a surprise. That's a very, very big surprise. Zaire Emery playing as a right back. I did not see that coming. But let's see what can happen in the game, by the way. Let's see. Guys, what are your predictions? Let me know in the chat. I'm going for a 3-1 Bayern win. What is wrong with Konrad Lema? What is wrong with him? Guys, let me know in the chat what your predictions are. The referee didn't give a foul there. Olise. Olisa Wambaka Dibe. Olisa Wambaka. I love this Olise guy. This guy is in serious form. He's the best winger in the world right now. Serious Fanba says, hello, Mr. Noble. How are you doing today? I'm doing amazing, brother. I'm doing very good. Guys, if you're just joining, hit the likes. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Kavaras Kelia. Whoa, guys, 1-0. PSG just scored. What is going on? It's 1-0, guys. PSG just scored against Bayern. Look at this Bayern defense. Ousmane Dembele. This Bayern defense is absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. At the Allianz Arena, just imagine. Just imagine the Bayern defense. Ousmane Dembele. It's 1-0 for PSG, guys. It's 1-0. What is going on here? Let me watch the replay. The Bayern defense. Look at Upamecano. Look at him. I said it. This guy will be the undoing of Bayern. Look at how he was just jogging back. Just imagine Dayot Upamecano, how he was just jogging back. This is going to be the undoing of Bayern. That's their defense. That was why I even wanted them to play Arsenal in the final, because it's going to be easier. Zaire Emery. Look at Enrique's celebration. Damn. Oh boy, man, this is crazy. This is crazy, bruh. Ousmane Dembele. Boy, this is crazy. City Edit says, Dembele Golazo. Man, that brother he's on something. Once he gets to the knockout stages, PSG team turns into something else. I don't understand. This is why I say Dayot Upamecano is the most overrated footballer I've ever seen. The most overrated defender. And why company plays him week in, week out is something I still find very, very difficult understanding, honestly. Barilla says, Noble, would you choose AC Milan or Inter Milan? AC, I think in the early 2000s, I preferred AC Milan to Inter. But now, I've not really followed up with Italian football very well. Sean Donnelly says, where I watch it for free on Fire Stick. Okay. City Edit says, that's Cavara run. Yeah, Cavara Scalia, that boy is wicked. That boy is wicked. The boy is a fantastic midfielder, honestly. Conrad Lema, you look for Kane there or Olise. Recycle that ball. Yeah, give it to someone that can actually do something with it, Olise. That was too nonchalant. That was too nonchalant from Olise. Sean Donnelly says, bye-bye. All right, Sean Donnelly, do have an amazing night. Yeah, that's too nonchalant from Olise. Ahmed says, Noble, my 7th grade final exam starts from 12th May. All right, bro, I wish you success in your exams. Papa O says, we will sell the Wesley Fofana. Why do you guys want to sell him? He still has about, is it 4 years or 6 more years left? I thought Chelsea gave him a 9-year contract. Or is it 8-year contract? Chelsea is one club that hand the biggest contract to players. Bani Kostrava says, even Lamine Yamal did better against Mendes. Nah, Olise did better against Mendes in the first leg than Lamine Yamal did in 2 or 3 games he played against Mendes. Nah, don't even go there, BJ Ami. Yeah, the undoing of Bayern Munich is that defense. Their defense is absolute rubbish. Vidflex says PSG scored. Yeah, it's already 1-0. PSG scored through Ousmane Dembele. Very, very good goal. Isu Football says, I'm back. Welcome back, Isu Football. Yeah, Bayern defense. Bayern defense. Bayern defense is rubbish, honestly. Very, very terrible defense. It was just Madrid that messed up because Madrid created lots of chances, but they couldn't utilize those chances. Himrada says, PSG squad I saw. Yeah, PSG are leading 1-0 at the moment. Ousmane Dembele with the goal. But I think Bayern can still do something in the game. They can still do something in the game. That's a foul ball. Yeah, it's a yellow card for Nuno Mendes. That foul on Michael Olise. And Bayern launched their new kit. Their kit for next season. They launched it today. Yeah, okay. He threw the first leg. He missed it and went for the second one. Okay, I see what happened there from Mendes. That's definitely a yellow card. He threw the first leg. He got Olise ball. Olise was still pushing up. Then he went for the second leg and brought him down. A yellow card for Nuno Mendes. Vidflex says, how do you feel about Arsenal going into the final? I feel good. I don't feel any maybe negative energy towards Arsenal going to the final. Moreover, I supported them going into the final. So I don't have any problem that Arsenal are in the final. Honestly, I don't have any problem. Whoa, Olise. I really don't have any problem that Arsenal. I think they deserved it because they have the best defense and they are in the final, so they deserve it 100%. Look at Upamecano. He can't run. Look at how open their defense were. Look at how open their defense were. Ousmane Dembele with the short sign. Him rather, where are you connecting from? It's 1-0 for PSG against Bayern at the Allianz Arena. The Bayern defense is their major undoing. Bani Kostrava says Nuno Mendes hates Olise so much. He's already gotten a yellow card and I think he'll be more careful now. 7 goals in 12 matches for Ousmane Dembele. One thing with PSG, they always turn into beast mode whenever they are in the knockout stages. They don't start the season well, but towards the end of the season, you see them playing like wild animals. Ahmedit says Nuno Mendes is like Ramos vs Olise or Pepe. Now, Nuno Mendes for me is the best left back in the world. Dennis Beckham says, what was your feeling when Chelsea win the Champions League in 2021? Yeah, I was really upset. I supported Man City to win Chelsea in that game. I was really upset that Chelsea won that final against Man City and got their second Champions League. Yeah, I was really upset. Iralto says, have some respect for yourself. Stop wearing that jersey. Do you want to come here and take the jersey off my body? You can actually come. Isu Football says, I have a problem with Arsenal. Why do you have a problem with Arsenal? Marcos Aurelio says, who will win the UCL? Bayern are actually my favorite, but as it stands now, they are 2 goals down. And it's going to be a very big problem for them. They need to score 2 goals. Yeah, Bayern need to score 2 goals. So that's going to be like playing 2-1 against PSG. Because they are losing 1-0 at the moment. But it's still early though. It's still very early. Let's see what will happen. Bani Kostrava says, Nuno Mendes, best defender in the world. Yeah, the boy is fantastic. He can defend. He can also attack. That's why I really do like him very well. He defends very well. He's the best. He can also attack at the same time. Isuf says, Bayern is the best team in the world. Yeah, Bayern has the best attack in the world, but their defense is rubbish. Upamecano is the most overrated defender. The most overrated. And I don't know why company doesn't play Kim Min-jae. Jonathan Tah also cannot run. Upamecano is heavy. He can't even run. Vidflex says, glory Man United. Yeah, glory Man United, bro. So Safonov or Sufanov is his name. The guy is a very good goalkeeper. Man. The midfield. The defense is the main problem for Bayern. Their defense is the main problem. But their attack is very strong. Very strong attack. The defense is where the problem is. Always. Olise. Mendes. This Mendes boy. This boy is something else. Harry Kane. I think, okay, the ball, okay. Olise should have continued with that. He was hoping for a corner kick. Yeah, he should have continued with that. He was hoping for a corner. Himrada says, PSG is my favorite team. If they lose, I'm going to crash out. Alright, don't crash out. The game is still in PSG's favor, so let's see. Falan says, yes, PSG is winning. Yeah, PSG are leading at the moment, 1-0. Papa O says, Man United cheated. This Chelsea guy. This Chelsea man, Papa Oz. Who do you want your club to sign for you as manager? Who do you want Chelsea to sign for you as their manager? Olise. Who gave? Is it Musiala that gave that pass? Who gave that pass? Joshua Kimmich. Nice, too much. It's too much for Kane. Too much. It's too much. Ahmed says, Papa, since Curry came, we have most points in Prem. Whoa, Mendes. Guys, did you see that block from Nuno Mendes? This Mendes boy is is something else. Did you see that block from Mendes? I think it was Olise. Look at Upamecano again. Upamecano, this guy is something else. Upamecano. Upamecano. Dayot Upamecano. Dayot Upamecano. This guy is a calamity. Look at what Kvaratskhelia was doing with him here. Oh my God. Vitinha. Musiala, what's going on? Yamal Musiala. Ahmed says, Nuno Mendes getting ready for World Cup. Nobu, you know what about Upamecano? I just don't like that guy's game. He annoys me. Very rubbish defender. And I don't know people who rate him so highly. Full of mistakes. That's why I said France doesn't stand a chance at the World Cup, honestly. They don't stand a chance at the World Cup because Upamecano is a very rubbish defender. Mendes blocked that ball. That ball from Olise. If not for Mendes, that would have been a goal. Very good goal. Dennis Beckham says, Arteta choke is crying in the chat. Someone give him a tissue. Arteta choke says, can't wait until PSG destroy Arsenal. Man, it's going to be a very tough one. It's going to be a very tough one. Supersonic says, defense for Bayern is shit. Yeah, Bayern's defense is rubbish. Absolute nonsense. They can't defend. Yes, their attack is good. They can score, but their defense, nah. They can't save nothing. And there is no Achraf Hakimi. They are playing with Zaire Emery as a right back. And Bayern can only move through Michael Olise wing. Luis Diaz is silent. Harry Kane has been silent in the game. It's only Olise. Man. That's why you see defense in football is very, very, very important. Defense in football is very important. Why we talk about this PSG team is because they have a very good attack, fantastic midfield, and their defense is also solid. The likes of Marquinhos, Pacho, Nuno Mendes, and Achraf Hakimi. These four guys are top. They are very, very good defenders. Falan says, I told you PSG will win. Well, the game is still on, but Bayern need to score 2 goals right now, and it doesn't look like they are going to get any goal in the game. It doesn't look like it, honestly. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't look like Bayern is going to score a goal in this first half. Maybe in the second half they might, but so far with what I'm seeing in this game, it's looking unlikely that there's going to be a goal from them. These 2 center backs of Bayern is rubbish. Brahimi says hi. Brahimi, welcome back. Ahmed says, bro, Bayern will score 3 goals. With the way they are playing, I really doubt it. Yeah, against Olise. Falan says, Noble, I told you PSG will win. Yeah, you said it. But the thing is, it's not over yet. Mendes, this guy is the best defender in the world. The best left back and best defender. You hardly dribble past him. Very difficult. He can also attack at the same time. Very difficult to get past. Guys, let's get the likes up. Our likes are still very, very low. So let's get the likes up, guys. It's 1-0 for PSG against Bayern at the Allianz Arena. Let's get our likes up, guys. Let's get it up. Mendes, that block from him on, I think that shot from Olise, that was a very, very good one. Very good one, I would say. Very good one. Ahmed, it says, bro, Kopama owned Mendes one time. Nah, he didn't own Mendes. In that game, I think Palmer moved into the central position. Not really on the wing. He left that wing and came central. And that Pacho that wasn't there in that final was very, very obvious. Marquinhos with the other guy couldn't do the job. Yeah, that relationship that Marquinhos had with Pacho was non-existent. Yeah, Pacho is a very, very solid defender. And he's still very young. So, he does the marking. He does the marking for Marquinhos. They see they do it. Look at Jonathan Tah. Look at Tah. Look at Jonathan Tah. This Tah and Upamecano combination is just something else. That was why Arsenal beat them in the league phase. And I still think Arsenal can beat Bayern in the final, honestly. But PSG has a better defense. PSG has a better defense than Bayern. Oh, boy. They can defend, they can attack at the same time. That's why they are very that's why they are a very, very tough team to play against, PSG. They can defend, they can attack at the same time. Diaz. Whoosh. Wow, that's a good ball from Diaz. Whoa, look at what Diaz did to Zaire Emery here. Look at what Diaz did to Zaire Emery. He's calling on the fans. He's calling on the fans to make it loud, to get it up. Supersonic says too much space for Cavara. Yeah, this Conrad Lemar guy. Conrad Lemar is not marking him very well. Bayern is not defending very well. Their central defense is too open. Their wing backs are not really. Yeah, their wing backs are not really top of their game. Their right back and left back. They are not really top of their game. Offside. Yeah, that's an offside. Brahimi says PSG versus Arsenal final. Yeah, it's looking like it. It's looking like it. Ahmed says Pepsi flop of PSG. Who is the Pepsi flop of PSG? Bani Kostrava says Messi didn't score anything because dictator Mbappe wanted all penalties for himself. Wow, man, this first half, Bayern. I think that early goal just demoralized the Bayern team. It's only Olise that is pushing. He's the only one pushing. And one beautiful thing about this PSG team is every player on the pitch marks the ball. Nobody relents. Everybody pursues the ball. Supersonic says PSG's goalie looks like something you would see in horror movie. Yeah, Safonov. He has a crazy look. I think they should use more of. Did this thing go back again? Because I thought I already watched that. Bani Kostrava says, hey Medit, you are the only person who have said it. Brahimi says, before Bavaria, Yeah, Bayern are called the Bavarians. Their defense, I've been hammering on this. Bayern defense is their major problem. Ahmed, it says, Bijami, I see the short video on YouTube. People compare Yamal to Ronaldo. Anyone comparing Yamal to Ronaldo has the person needs their head to be checked. Very, very important. Him rather says PSG is gonna win the Champions League. Yeah, if they qualify, which is very much likely now, then they might be on course for that. Him rather, which country are you connecting from? Bayern. That's one thing with football. Your defense can just mess everything up for you. Spoil everything for you. The Bayern defense is just absolute garbage. Dayot Upamecano and Jonathan Tah are just terrible footballers. Very, very terrible footballers, in all honesty. Supersonic says, the fuck is Upamecano doing? Yeah, I think the side I'm using just disconnected me from the game. I'm trying to reconnect. Red card, Nuno Mendes. Are you serious, Bijami? Wow, why is my Bani Kostrava, are you serious that PSG has a red card? Whoa. What is? Or is it Upamecano that is about to be shown a red? Let me see. Brahimi says, who you think is better, Messi or Ronaldo? Look at Robben, Bastian Schweinsteiger. Now, I think Ronaldo for me is the GOAT. Yeah. Some people might say Messi, but for me, I go with Ronaldo. Ronaldo is more complete. When Ferreira says Messi by a long shot. Now, for me, I definitely won't go with Messi. Man, that ball from Michael Olise was very close. It was very, very close, but the ball went a bit high. Why are you guys shouting red card for Upamecano? There's no red card to him. So why are you guys shouting red card here? Why are you guys shouting red card in the chat? Upamecano is still in the game. Papa Oz says, are you using VIP League? No, I'm not using VIP League. Supersonic says, to be honest, Liverpool Chelsea will be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game for two different reasons, because Liverpool will need that win to solidify their Champions League places, their Champions League place. Why Chelsea will need the win to come up at least to the Europa League or maybe the Conference League position, because Chelsea are already out of the Champions League. Yeah, Chelsea can't make it to the Champions League next season, so they need to fight for the Conference League or Europa. What is going on? Why are they shouting? What is going on? Conrad Lehman. Now, what? Brahimi, what's up with the red card? Red card you're pushing in the chat in the chat. Yeah, what's the tension there about? Who are you guys giving red card in the chat? Supersonic has joined the red card clique. What's up with the red card in the chat? I think I didn't see that incident. My network for the game I'm watching just disconnected, so I'm trying to reconnect it. Supersonic says, never mind, it didn't handball. Alright. When Ferreira says, don't agree, but that's your opinion. Messi is like a machine. You ask any poor Messi, always come out on top. Nah, for me, Messi is not the best. Ronaldo is more complete. Yeah, Ronaldo is more complete. And I prefer Ronaldo to Messi. For you, you might prefer Messi. Others as well will prefer Messi. Others will also prefer Ronaldo. So it's a thing of choice for those two players. Yeah, it's a thing of choice. What's up with this? My site for the game is just going in and out. Safonov, that was not a good dive. That was not a good dive. Bayern players are rushing the referee. They are shouting for a handball. They are shouting for a handball. I think they are trying to put pressure on the ref. The Bayern players are trying to put pressure on the ref. Let's see what happens. Nah, this is a penalty. This is a penalty. This is definitely a penalty. VAR needs to review this. It was from Vitinha to João Neves' hand. This is a penalty. VAR needs to review this. What is the meaning of this? This is my problem with officials. Why are you guys failing to review it? It's a penalty. What's the meaning of this? This is definitely a pen. So what is going on here? Oh my God. Wait, they didn't give this. I think Bayern have been robbed here, because why on earth are you guys not going to give this as a pen? Vitinha played the ball to his teammate's hand, João Neves. And Neves' hand was up. It's not like his hand was behind his back or actually in front of him. Oh my God. This is pure robbery. That's one thing with referees. How can you not give that as a penalty? VAR, those people in the VAR room, what exactly are they doing? I really need to understand what exactly are they doing, because this is a clear handball. His hand was high. His hand was high. So why are you not giving it as a pen? Okay, let's say the referee did not see that. Then what are you guys doing in the VAR room? What exactly are you guys doing there? Now officials, I complain about English referees, but looking at this in a Champions League game, honestly, it's unacceptable. It is unacceptable. Official Jackson says hi. Official Jackson, welcome back. PSG with a free kick. João Neves. Man, these referees single-handedly just mess up games. Very good save from Manuel Neuer. Very good save. This João Neves boy, he's very smallish in size, but the way he heads the ball is very funny. When Ferreira says Michael Oliver's brother, Michael Oliver is the worst referee for me. I don't like that guy. Michael Oliver, Anthony Taylor. These two guys are rubbish. Honestly. The Bayern fans are angry. They are throwing things at the PSG players. They are throwing things at them. Neuer has gone up to meet the fans and he told them to calm down. This referee is rubbish, honestly. Because I see no reason why you will not give that as a pen, or for VAR to tell you to go and review it. Nah, it's crazy. AM Edit says Chelsea vs Barcelona 29 all over again. Yeah, the semi-final, right? Man, this is really crazy. I think similar thing happened to Madrid. That is one thing with football. Today it works in your favor, tomorrow it works against you. That Camavinga red card was not supposed to be a red card. That wasn't supposed to be a red card, but he was shown a red. So it's just crazy. Supersonic says Loki feel bad for the ref, but not at the same time. Yeah, that was definitely a penalty, honestly. Olise, what are you doing there? What are you trying to do there, Olise? AM Edit says it's a disgrace. Yeah, it's a disgrace in the semi-final of the Champions League, and you guys are officiating the game this bad. Was he trying to shoot that ball from that angle? Olise. City Edit says, what a lovely tip away. Since that decision, the cameraman has been fully focused on the referee's face. They know what they are doing. They do know what they are doing. The cameraman has been focusing on the referee's face so that we can see his reaction. He's showing us so we can see the referee's reaction. Jonathan Tah. Bayern need to do all they can to at least equalize this game in the first half. They need to equalize it in the first half. Official Jackson says hi, welcome back. Himrada says the refs don't make the game nice. Okay, the ref doesn't make the game nice. Yeah, that was a very poor decision from the referee. Very poor decision. These are the sort of decisions that change the course of the game, because that was supposed to be a penalty. It was clear handball. Whether the ball came from him or his teammate, his teammate or the opponent, it doesn't matter. His hand hits the ball inside the 18-yard box and it was high. It's definitely a pen. But I don't know why the referee didn't give it, and also VAR did not call the referee's attention to it. It's shocking. Banik Ostrava says Banik Ostrava Ultra should have beaten Bayern fans. Kvaratskhelia. He's the one causing problem here for Bayern. Kivica Kvaratskhelia. Emily says, no, I think Camavinga was too much selfish and that's why he gets red. Nah, it has nothing to do with selfishness there. The referee didn't give the red card because of the foul. The referee gave him the second yellow because of the ball he threw away. Because of the ball he held on to. Not that he threw the ball away, by the way. Wayne Ferreira says handball is handball. His bank balance has gone up. Sometimes these referees just spoil the games, and it's not nice. It's not nice. Pobet? Pobet says hello from Russia. Yeah, I wanted to ask if there's a Russian character. Which part of Russia are you from? That's a foul ball. It's a foul ball. Supersonic says mine keeps pausing, so I'm probably behind. Really? I guess maybe it's your Wi-Fi. Yeah, Pavlovich, that's a foul. That's a foul. It's definitely a foul. Edit says Michael Oliver and Anthony Taylor, both the twins of Harambo. Yeah, both referees, I just don't like their officiating. I don't like it. Bayern need to score in this first half. Very important for them. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. Luis Diaz. I think they should use this Luis Diaz wing often. They should use it often. Hunter says, okay, power. Hunter, where are you connecting from? Hunter, where are you connecting from? Pobet says, I'm from Moscow. Yeah, Moscow. That was when Man United won their 2008 Champions League against Chelsea in Moscow. Yeah, I can't forget that final. I think it was in May 23. I think that was May 23, 2008. Hunter says Liverpool. Oh, you guys are working alone this season. It's nice to have you on the channel, Hunter. Nice to have you on the channel. Are you from Liverpool as well, or you're outside of Liverpool? Steve says Arsenal. Yeah, congratulations to the Gunners. You guys have made it to that final for the first time in 20 years. Congratulations to you guys. Diaz. Diaz. Diaz, what the heck? What is that, Luis Diaz? Harry Kane is also very, very silent in the game. Very silent. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. We are still on 16 likes. I want us to get the likes up, guys. Bum bum ba-da-dum. Bum ba-da-dum bum bum. Archie Fryer says, what is the score? It's 1-0 for PSG against Bayern. Ousmane Dembele is the goal scorer. Yeah, Bayern are still pushing to get a goal, but PSG are defending very well. So let's see. Archie Fryer says, I just like. Thank you very much, Archie, for hitting the like button. Guys, for those who are just joining, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Dennis Beckham says, Harry Kane always goes missing in big games. Yeah, Kane goes missing in big games a lot. A lot. And most times in big games, he hardly scores even. He hardly scores. Dennis Beckham says, no, Harry Kane has a reputation of going missing. FC Banik Ostrava. Banik Ostrava says, that's a joke probably. Nah, sometimes in big games, it wasn't quick enough, Luis Diaz. I think they should use more of this Diaz wing. And also for Nuno Mendes, I think Olise should try to commit him more because he already has a yellow card. And Nuno Mendes doesn't stop in his tackles. He doesn't stop. He will keep on tackling and marking. He doesn't stop. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. And if you're just joining, kindly subscribe to the channel. We are doing a live watch along for FC Bayern Munich against Paris Saint-Germain at the Allianz Arena. And it's 1-0 for PSG against Bayern. Ousmane Dembele, the goal scorer. Damian Brady says, it's me. Damian Brady, welcome back. Now, let's say Fabian Ruiz is there. Welcome back, Damian Brady. Conrad Lema, can't you cross? Can't you cross? What a save. Who played that ball? Musiala. Man, look at that save from Safonov. I think if that was the left-footed player, it would have been a goal. If that was a left-footed player, that's... Whoosh! Musiala, Jamal Musiala, that was pretty close. That was pretty close. The injury he had has made his game drop because Musiala of 3-4 years ago, he would have been bombing everywhere. Honestly, he would have been bombing everywhere in terms of his performance. Him brother says Bayern almost go. Yeah, Bayern almost scored. And Safonov made a very, very good save. Very good save from Safonov. Nah, was behind him. Was behind him. Intergalactic says score many goals in second half. Yeah, I think we might see probably 2 or 3 more goals in the second half. But Bayern are really pushing to see if they can score. If they can score a goal in this first half. And that will be important for them. Oli Sword says 2-4 PSG. Nah, Musiala, that's too high. That is too high. Yamal Musiala. What is going on? Yamal Musiala, what is going on, bro? 2 minutes added time. Okay, that's a lot. I think it's supposed to be 1 minute, but yeah, let's see what happens. This Safonov guy is a very good goalkeeper. And I think he was supposed to be the number 2. Behind, is it Chavalier or what's that boy's name? But he's turned out to be the first choice goalkeeper. He's really good. Joshua Kimmich. Oh boy. Upamecano. Ungolo, Kante. Ungolo, Kante. It's not a good ball. Kimpembe. 2 minutes added time. 1 more minute to go. Baniko Strava says, I will come back after second half starts. Trust. Alright, bro. It's all good. Yeah, that's a good ball. Olise. Too many turns, Olise. Kimmich. Mbagu. Yeah, I think if Bayern can score a goal, let's say before 60 minutes, then we can get something exciting. Yeah, if Bayern can score a goal before 50 minutes, I believe we can get something really, really exciting. Honestly. But if PSG are defending really well, Bayern unable to score, it will make the game tighter. Sorry. I think if they can score, it will make it tighter for sure. Himrada says Bayern is defense, they are skilling at the back. Bayern defense is not good. They have a very, very terrible defense. Cherry Petit says, what is the score? It's 1-0 for PSG against Bayern now. It's almost halftime. I think this might be the last kick of the first half. Whoosh! That was close. That was pretty close. Jonathan Tah. Yeah, it's halftime already, guys. That was a very, very good free kick. And it was a free header. That was a free header. Man, if that was Harry Kane, honestly, it would have been a goal. Free header. It was a very, very free header. Oh my God. Harry Kane complaining to the referee about that decision of not awarding them the penalty, the handball to Joao Neves. Dennis Beckham says Bayern Munich are crumbling under the pressure. Yeah, I think their main problem is the defense. Their defense is very, very terrible. They have a very terrible defense. But I think that should have been a penalty against PSG. Cherry Petit says, when is Man United playing? Man United is playing this weekend against Sunderland. I think that game is going to be on Saturday, right? Or is it Sunday? I think the game is... Yeah, let me check the The fixture. Yeah, is this Sunday or Monday? Or is this Saturday? Okay, the game is on a Saturday. Yeah, Man United is playing on Saturday, 3 p.m. Yeah, Man United is playing on Saturday, 3 p.m. against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light. Tino Dance says hi. Tino Dance, where are you connected? Okay, from Denmark. Tino Dance, you're Danish, right? Because I think that's a Danish flag. Toxic Eddie says Arsenal had more XG than PSG today. Arsenal game. One thing with the Arsenal team is they can defend very well, and it's the main strength of the Arsenal team. They can really defend. That was what saved them against Atletico yesterday, because after Saka scored that goal, they defended very well. Aside that mistake from Saliba, it didn't look like Atletico was going to score. Yeah, so and that is a major problem for Bayern. Bayern's defense is rubbish. PSG has a very solid defense. I think it will be easier for Arsenal to play against Bayern than it is for them to play against PSG. Yeah. Cherry Petit says Sunderland are 13th. I think Sunderland are 12th. It's Newcastle that is 13th. Man, Newcastle is not doing well this season. They are very down. Gamer says, let me know. Let you know what? Tino Dance, which football team do you support? You said you're from Denmark. Which team do you support? Oh boy, UEFA Champions League. Toxic says we can defend and somehow score a goal. What else do you need to be champions of Europe? I think defense very important, but you need to score goals. Yeah, you need to score goals. Enough goals, by the way. You need to score goals. Yeah, but Arsenal has been very lucky to get a very good draw in terms of the knockout stages. I think the only tough team that Arsenal played was Atletico. And Atletico is not like the A list of the tough teams. Yeah, Atletico, we all know how Atletico play their football. Yeah, but Arsenal, their main strength is the defense. That is why Arsenal is still top of the league in the Premier League. They concede the least amount of goals. They have the highest clean sheet. Same in the Champions League. Esbila says, why are you running? Esbila, welcome back. It's been a long time, bro. Nice to have you back. Mission Impossible says, Woman United. You guys are very funny. Ray Sean Croy says, must I subscribe to your channel? It's not a must that you subscribe to my channel, right? If you like my content and you want to be part of the community, then it's very much okay for you to join the channel, but it's not a must. Yeah, nothing is actually a must. It's your free will. You choose to do it or not. Yeah, so that's just it. But it's nice to have you on the channel, by the way. Ray Sean Croy. Sean. Are you from the US or the UK? Sean Croy, are you from the US or UK? Yeah, the referee, that decision not to award the penalty against PSG, I think that was very wrong. That was a clear handball. It was a clear penalty. And that's my problem with VAR. If the referee did not see that, I can understand it. But the VAR officials, there is no way you are telling me that they did not see that. Hell no. There's no way you're telling me that they did not see that. Because The referee doesn't have the monitor in front of him to review the incident over and over again, right? But those guys in the VAR room, you guys analyze every incident. So when that thing happened, even when those players were rushing the referee, what is your job? You guys were supposed to review it and see if there was something tangible there that you call or draw the referee's attention to. But no, they didn't. That's why I say VAR is actually rubbish. They choose to review what they want to review. And anything they feel they do not want to review, that's your business. They don't care. And those decisions spoil the game, honestly. Sean Croy says, I am from South Africa. Alright, which part of South Africa? Joburg, Pretoria, or from Cape Town? Mission Impossible says, Arsenal pregnant again. I think this time around, Arsenal will give birth to, let's say, a baby boy or probably a twins. If they can give birth to a twins, that means they are getting the Prem and the Champions League. But personally, I think they deserve the Prem. Yeah. I think they deserve the Premier League because they've come second for 3 times in a row. This 4th season, at least, they should win it. Yeah, in all sincerity, they should win it. I understand the banter and everything, but yeah, I think they should win the Premier League. Hilbert says that was a penalty for Bayern Munich. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's definitely a pen. Toxic Edit says Olise even doing shit overhyped by some people. What are you saying? Olise is not doing anything. Are you watching the game at all? I think the main chances in this game were actually created by Michael Olise. He's already committed Mendes. And look at this handball again. Yeah, okay, I see why the Bayern bench were shouting. Why in the world did this referee fail to give this? Honestly, referees are killing football. Referees are killing football. Because I really don't understand why referees would just change the course of a football match with rubbish decisions. I don't get it. Oh my God. CR7 King says, also last night when Gabriel held that guy, that was a clear pen. Why do they skip these? Yeah, referees are just, it's unbearable, honestly. When you watch things like this, you just get upset. Sean Croy says, while Bayern is trying, Arsenal is in. Yeah, Arsenal already qualified to the final. Esbila says, I feel like in this match, even though Bayern are 2 goals down, but since it's a semi-final, the one who will show more patience and play simple football is gonna win. I think this game, PSG should just try as much as they can to defend, not concede any goal. Then if they can get a counter, get a chance to score, they should score. One thing about knockouts or semi-finals, if you get your chances, you should score. That was what made PSG to win Bayern in the first leg. All the 5 shots on target PSG had, they were all goals. Manuel Neuer couldn't save one goal. Ray Sean says, bro, Olise is trying his best. Yeah, for me, Michael Olise is having a great game. Nuno Mendes is the best left back in the world. We saw what Olise did to Mendes in the first leg. This second leg is a bit different. Yeah, he's had his moments against Mendes. Mendes also defended well against him and also saw a yellow card. So, Olise is doing well. I think the major problem for Bayern is their defense, and I've been saying this. Dayot Upamecano is the most overrated defender I've seen in recent years. Very, very overrated. When Ferreira says Bayern Munich ripped off. Yeah, and lots of Madrid fans will say this was what happened against Madrid in that second leg game that Camavinga was sent off. If Camavinga wasn't sent off, maybe Madrid would not have been knocked out. But these little margins change the course of games. CR7 King says, I hope Bayern somehow equalizes. I really want to see penalties. They got to play for as long as possible. For them to be able to go into penalties, they need to score 2 goals. 2 goals mean it's going to be 2-1. So that's the aggregate has to be is it? Yeah, 6-6. The aggregate has to be 6-6. Yeah, for them to go into extra time. Esbila says, I can't see Kane playing a good football. Kane is a little lost in the game. He's not fully involved yet. Maybe in the second half we can see better, but I think that attack mainly has been Olise and Yamal Musiala. Yeah, but Yamal Musiala has not been at his best since he got back from that long layoff. I think he was out for about 10 to 12 months. That's a long time, and it will take months for that player to recover, get his old form back. That's why long-term injuries are not good. Bani Kostrova says, this time I should say referee even did great job. You will always say the referee did a great job anytime you don't support a team. So it's not a surprise, BGM. Hilbert says, so wait, it was a penalty for Bayern Munich. Yeah, Bayern had a penalty, but the referee didn't give it. CR7 King says, Luis Diaz broke Zaire Emery's ankle. LOL. Yeah, I think he did that twice, but his finishing there wasn't good. He missed that. And I think they should use that Luis Diaz wing more. Because Zaire Emery is not a right back. And, you know, if you are defending the ball as a midfielder and as a right back, you don't defend it in the same position. So it's more difficult for Zaire Emery playing as a right back. Toxic Eddie says, Olise ain't even doing... Okay, I think I've read that. Dennis Beckham says, who do you dislike more, Ghana national team or Chelsea? Nah, Chelsea. Chelsea, of course. Chelsea. Chelsea has to be number one. Chelsea. Chelsea has to be number one, bro. Sean Croy says, bro, I was big supporter of Liverpool. So that means you no longer support Liverpool or you still support them. Mission Impossible says, Gunners gone in again. Arsenal do have a very, very strong chance of having something tangible this season. Let's see if it's going to be the Prem or the Champions League or actually both. Yeah, but I think Arsenal is getting their hands on one of those trophies this season. At least one. Cool One says, PSG, come on. Paris, ici c'est Paris. How they say it. Bani Kostrava says, I'm supporting PSG. Of course, I know you are. Flynn Hegarty says, come on, Bayern. Yeah, I still think Bayern can do something in the game. Come on, guys. Let's get the likes up. Our likes are still very, very low. Let's get the likes up, guys. We've had lots of people join the channel and our likes are still very, very low. So let's get it up, guys. Fabian Ruiz. Have you read the papers? Do you hear what they say? Rising unemployment, cost of living every day is getting high. Another Susan Bama in a box with a team kit. The second half is about to begin, guys. Let's see who gets the win in the second half. Rising unemployment, cost of living every day is getting high. Another shoes Obama in a box with a team kit. Ooh. It kinda makes me wonder what those children ever did. Yet we still go to church and sing shout to the Lord. And we lift up holy hands. Cool One says, if PSG still doesn't win the Champions League, I'm going to cry. PSG has done enough to get into the final, but they need to do more. If PSG scores one more goal, then it's over for Bayern. If they score one more goal, it's over. Otilo. Oh yes, boy Otilo. It don't go. Yeah, that's the song that PSG will be singing for Bayern. Oh yes, boy Otilo. It don't go. Oh boy. Bilal says, my heart says Bayern, but my mind says PSG. Now, I really do want Bayern to qualify, but let's see what happens. Ray Sean Croy says, I see we have a Man United fan on the live. Yeah, we have lots of Man United fans on the channel. Chelsea, Liverpool, different fans, by the way. The second half just started, guys. The second half just started. I think if Bayern can get an early goal, then they can get something out of this game. Bilal says, Noble blessing our ears again. Bilal, nice to have you back. Keegan Kabasa says, do you support more WWE or UFC? When I was much younger, I think probably 15-20 years ago, I was a big fan of wrestling. But I think for the last 15 or 14 years, I've not watched wrestling. I just see clips on Instagram. Right? So I don't follow wrestling anymore. Right now, if you give me two options, wrestling or UFC, or let's say boxing, I would rather go for UFC or boxing ahead of WWE. I'm no longer a fan of WWE. Yeah, I just see the whole thing there that is just acting. So it made me lose interest in it. Totally. I don't have interest in WWE anymore. Ray Sean says, great peace to Liverpool. Oh, you're still a Liverpool man? That's good. Keegan Kabasa. Are you from Kenya or from South Africa? Keegan Kabasa. Ole ku. Boom. Tell me something where I know fit to. Who is down for PSG? Is that Pacho? Think it's Pacho. Whoosh. That's not a good one. Whoa. That's a serious head injury. Harry Kane might see a red card for that because his boot was very high. That's a serious concussion there for Pacho. Serious concussion. Damn. That might be a red card for Harry Kane because his boot was really high. Very high. Very high. He might see a red there. Hello, Felix says, okay. Felix, where are you connecting from? Pacho. Ray Croy says, what if Bayern win? They win 3-1. That was my prediction before the game on Monday. But it's looking very difficult right now. Very difficult. Keegan Kabasa says, I'm from Zimbabwe. Alright, bro. Nice to have you on the channel. I think Zimbabwe. I don't know if you are the first or second Zimbabwe on the channel. But it's nice to have you. I used to have a couple of Zimbabwean friends a few years ago. Look at the Bayern legends. Ian Robben, Bastian Schweinsteiger. Legends in the house. Anislaw says, you can't see me. Welcome back, Mariam. Oh, the referee didn't give a red card. I think, yeah, he already cleared the ball, but his leg landed on Pacho's head. Falal says Mbappe should leave Real Madrid. Man, it's getting serious. Over 1.2 million people have signed that petition, and it's crazy. I think it probably would have gotten up to 1,600,000 or 1,700,000 that have voted for Mbappe to leave Madrid. It's really crazy. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Bani Kostrava says it wasn't a penalty because Vitinha kicked the ball and it hit his own teammate Joao Neves from very close distance, and according to the rules, when the ball comes directly from a teammate and hits the hand, it is usually not given as a handball, especially if it's accidental and there's no clear intention to block the ball. I think I will have to check the rules, because from what I know over the years, it's definitely a penalty. Be it from your teammate or an opponent, the ball goes to your hand, is a pen. The only way it's not a pen is if it touches other parts of your body before it goes to your arm, then it's not a penalty. But if it goes directly to your arm and your arm was also up, it's a pen. Oosh, that's a foul. It's a foul. Is it the knee or the face? It's a yellow card for Conrad Lema. Bilal says, yeah, the votes for Mbappe out made literally reached 11 million. Are you kidding me? 11 million votes for him to go out. What the? 11 million votes. I think the last time I saw it was about, I think 1.2 or 1.3 million votes. It's already gotten up to 11 million. Wow. I think he should just leave because he's not wanted there. Honestly, he should just leave. Yes. They don't have a natural left back here. Okay, and how can you shoot from that angle? Kigen Kabasa says, if dictator Mbappe wants to be in Real Madrid, he should stop dictating. Mbappe is not dictating anything. I don't really understand the agenda you guys have against Kylian Mbappe, honestly. I don't understand the agenda. Because I don't see him dictating anything. Honestly, I don't see Kylian Mbappe dictating anything at Madrid. It's not like Madrid is like PSG where he had lots of powers. Nah. He doesn't. Man, PSG is still finding it very difficult to actually score a goal in this game. Sorry, I mean Bayern. They are still finding it very difficult to score in this game. Mariam, it's 1-0 for PSG against Bayern. 53 minutes, 1-0 for them. Ooh la la la. I need to see goals in this game so that we can have something exciting. Yeah, I need to see goals. If Bayern scores a goal, the game gets... Keegan says he made Rodrigo get injured. Bro, how did Mbappe orchestrate Rodrigo's injury? I want to illustrate it. Because I logic. I don't. Honestly, don't understand that. Slot says, Hilbert, do you smoke Cleopatra? Hilbert says, forget it. Bayern Munich will not win if company was not there. Will Bayern Munich not score? Well, let's see what happens. That's not a good boy. I think Goretzka needs Pavlovic. Kylian Mbappe. Intergalactic says boring game, was expecting it to be more goals. I didn't expect to see 9 goals like we did in the first half. Sorry, in the first leg, but yeah, the second leg is really not at the level I was looking at. But I think if we can see more goals, then it will get more exciting. Yeah, I need to see more goals in this game. Is it still lagging, guys? Let me know in the chat. Bilal and Mariam said it was lagging. Is it still lagging? Zaya Emery. Keegan Kabasa says, when did you start watching football? I've been watching football since 2001. Well, for over 25 years now, I've been watching football. How about you, Keegan? Bilal says it's better now. All right. PSG pushing for the second goal. Do it. Oosh, that's a good strike. It's a good strike. I think Goretzka should come on. Why always Pavlovic? And this Bayern, what's his name? That Bayern youngster that plays attack, he's still not fit. Nah, that pass is not good. It's not a good pass. Intergalactic says you are the best streamer from China. Whoa, that's a good save from Neuer. Very good save from Mane Neuer. Why always play this Pavlovic boy? Bilal says he is Nigerian Intergalactic. Yeah, good play, good play. Spread that ball. Spread the ball. Let's get some goals in this game. It's goals that make football more interesting. Nah, that's Safonov. This Safonov guy is good. Safonov is a good goalkeeper. Very good. Baniko Shava says at this point it disrespects saying Mbappe is dictator. I take it as a joke, but the fan crossed the line. Why are you saying they crossed the line? You were part of the people that were carrying it on their head, calling Mbappe a dictator. Oh, God. Bilal says he lives in China. Yeah, I'm a Nigerian. Nah, why pass that ball, Musiala? Hold on to the ball and shoot. Yeah, Sean, I'm a Nigerian, but I'm living in China. Keegan says, I started when I was not allowed to watch WWE in 2010. Okay. Yeah, in 2010. I think 2010 was the Inter Milan final. Yeah, after Man United lost first to Barcelona in 2009. That period, I was very much active in football then. Yeah, I think at that point I was watching WWE, but not as much as I was doing in the early 2000s, like the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to like 9 as well. I think 2010 I was still watching it, but not as much as I was earlier on. Only say that over carry, release your ball, overconfidence sometimes. Mendes. Overconfidence sometimes for some players is not just good. Bayern are still unable to score a goal in the game. Musiala. Ah! Referee. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. Keegan says, then stopped in 2019. Alright. Aneslot says, you can't see me. Yeah, I can't see you. João Neves. PSG are very good at defending. Very, very good. All the players, all the midfielders are always on their toes. Look at where João Neves came to defend that ball. And these boys are going to be very key for Portugal in the World Cup. João Neves and Vitinha. Yeah, those boys are energetic. Always on their toes. Always. And a slot says, is there a date when Bayern Munich lost to Arsenal? I can't remember the date, but I think it's been more than... It was during the group phase. I think that was around November or December. No, I think it was either late November or early December. That was when Arsenal played. Yeah, that was when Arsenal played against Bayern. Was it? I think it was in December. Either December or January. But it was during the league phase. Seja Gala says, hi bro. Seja, nice to have you on the channel. Where are you connecting from? Intergataxi says, Bayern Munich not play good this match. They are finding it difficult scoring goals. And if you don't score, it gets boring. You try to create. If it doesn't go through, you get frustrated. What kind of shot is this? Who is this guy playing left back, by the way? Who is this guy playing left back for Bayern? Who is this guy? Stanisic. How can you shoot that ball like that? Like an amateur. Well, you're an amateur. Sajagala says, India. Alright, my Indian family. Which part of India are you from? Kerala, Shillong, Kolkata, or Goa? Which part of India? Or West Bengal? Where exactly are you from in India? Bilal says, yeah, me too. My leg hurt since that game I played against the school team from Algiers. I played the other game against another team, but my leg starts hurting me again. I think Mariam is in the best position to give you tips on what to do. Ray Sean says, and it's not the boss of Mrs. Baldhead. Kvaratskhelia. This guy, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, is a fantastic bowler. Many people criticized him when he moved from Napoli to PSG. Lots of people were saying he was going for the oil money. That's why. Green Dusk says, in Noble we trust. Thank you very much, Green Dusk. Welcome back. Alvan the King says, Albania. I'm from Albania. Okay, Albania. Which ballers are actually from Albania? Nice to have you on the channel. I think you are the third or fourth Albanian I'm having on the channel. It's really nice to have you. Which football team do you support? Alvan the King. Change the ball. You guys make too many touches. Too many touches. Baniko Strava says, bro, I think I'm going to have to take a break from football for a while because my left leg hurts a lot. Probably if I make one dribble, I'll have an ACL. Well, you should try to treat the leg since it's paining you that much. Desire Doué. Whoa, that's a good strike from Desire Doué. Very good strike. Another save from Mane Neuer. I think this is the second save he's made in this second half. And both of them from Desire Doué. Bakola on. Ben Davis on as well. Yeah, Davis should come on for Stanisic because there is no impact from Stanisic. Yeah, Dembele has been very silent in this second half. Enrique is a very good coach. He's been very silent and he's taking him off. That's a good sub. Viltrumite says, I'm here, Nobu. What's the score? It's 1-0, bro. PSG are leading Bayern 1-0. Ousmane Dembele, the goal scorer. Green Dusk says, both teams are working very hard and playing really well, only to lose to Arsenal. Aneslot says, I'm Aneslot, the bald coach. Yeah, Oosh, that was close. He was complaining about the referee's decision and everything in that game against Man United. I call him Slot Mr. Complain. He complains every time, gives excuses, always. And I think it's very much peculiar with Dutch coaches. They do that a lot. It was very much similar to Erik ten Hag. Very, very much similar to him. And the slot says, yes, I'm the real one. Guys, it's 66 minutes and Bayern 0, PSG 1. 6-4 on aggregate. Bayern are going for the second goal. Upamecano, ooh, that was close. To do the commentary like the Arab commentators, they will go goal, 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 goal. I always enjoy Arab commentary a lot. I enjoy it. Bilan says he doesn't complain like Bonja. And a slot complains a lot. He complains a lot. If Bayern can get a goal before 70-75, then they can actually get a second. But PSG are defending really deep now, looking for counter. That's what they are doing now. Vitrumite says PSG has won too many semi-finals in the UCL. Let a different club succeed PSG. Man, they are looking very, very solid. And one thing about PSG is they are good with defending. Very, very good. Their midfield solid, attack solid. Their defense superb. And they have a fantastic goalkeeper. Jonathan Tah out. Vincent Kompany loves Upamecano. He loves Upamecano. He doesn't like to take him off. He doesn't. Kim Min-jae on for Jonathan Tah. Viltrumai says PSG Harambo. This is what I tell Arsenal fans. There are some points in the season you just have to do all you can to win a game. You might not play beautiful or well, but the most important thing is to win. Nobody cares how you win it. You need to win trophies, so you've got to do all you can to win. Defend when you have to defend. Attack when you need to attack. That's just it. So you might not play beautiful football every time, but do the basics. Whoosh! That was close. Who played that ball? Luis Diaz. Man, that was pretty close. Very, very close from Luis Diaz. Falal says PSG will win the UCL. Yeah, PSG is solid. They are leading at the moment. I know against Arsenal, people will still give them the advantage, but it's still a final. Anything can still happen. Intact Gatactic says Bayern Munich not performing good today. Yeah, that early mistake from their defense. That early mistake from their defense just messed everything up for them. I'll be where the papers do you see what they say. Rising unemployment, cost of living every day. Olise. Nah, that's not a good ball. Take that ball up, Olise. Come on, Michael Olise. So when you start to cry like your life is a mess, don't be scared, don't be discouraged. It is only a test. Why don't you lift up your voice from the ease of your God? Ah, man, Bayern, you guys cannot break the PSG defense. It's crazy. You can't score at the Allianz Arena. I think if they get one goal, it changes the course of the game. Honestly, it changes it. But let's see if they can actually get a goal or not. It's still very much close. They have 20 more minutes to go. What? Yeah, it's 20 more minutes for them. So let's see if they can do a remontada at home. Pacho is there. Pacho is there. Oleku. Release your ball on time. Why are you guys holding on to the ball for too long? Making too many touches. They see they do it. Whoosh. Yeah. Ben Davis. The Bayern defense has been their undoing. And that's the reason they are going to be knocked out. That's why if you're winning any trophy, your defense has to be solid. Because if you have all the best attack and your defense just fumble, you're going to find it difficult surviving. Kivicha Kvaratskhelia. What? Desido Due missed this chance. That was close. Bilal says fine 10 million on a plate of couscous. Yeah, this couscous, it's a meal, but I really don't like that couscous meal. It's in Nigeria, but it's been there since I was very young. But I don't like that couscous. I know some people do eat it, but I'm not a fan of that meal. Olise has been silent in the second half. He's not had enough of the ball. Even when he does ball, he doesn't do much with it. Vasha Patel says, everyone like to this good YouTuber. Thank you very much, Vasha Patel. Olise has been very silent in the second half. I have not seen enough from him in the second half. But in the first half, he was very explosive. The second, he's not been good in this second half. They are just recycling the ball. And PSG are doing the defending now. Yeah, they are doing the defending now. Luis Diaz. Where is Jackson? Jackson will not be brought on. Maybe 5 minutes to go. Jackson will come on. Oh boy. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. Bilal says, fine 110 million and 2 plates of couscous. Okay, couscous is a major meal in Algeria. I didn't know that. Whoosh! Pacho, that was close, really close. Bani Kostrava says, Noble best football streamer. Thank you very much, Bani Kostrava. A corner kick for Bayern. That touch from the goalkeeper. Gary Kimp says United. Yeah, United for life, Gary. Are you from the UK, Gary Kimp? Kim Min Jae. PSG are defending really, really deep. Looking for counter. Yeah, PSG are looking for the counter. Kim Min Jae. Yeah, you guys cannot allow him to pass through the three of you. Gary says Aberdeen. Okay, in Scotland. You're Scot. Nice to have you on the channel. That means you support Aberdeen of Scotland. Ben Davies. Oh boy. Anislaw says, and I want molokia and stuffed vegetables, Bilal, and kapsa and sweets, 750 M. Gary Kim says, where are you from, dude? Glad to be here. I'm Nigerian, but I'm based in China. Vitinha. They are trying to keep possession now because the pressure is really, really much on them. Bani Kostrava says, Noble, you know why I'm coming to Kesav. Playing streams and also mode. We are playing video games and he's also 12 years old. Okay. Gary says, okay, I've read that already. Bilal says, you didn't try couscous with Maga Noble, it's heavenly. Now, I'm not even someone that loves to try different meals. PSG making 2 changes. Ah, man. I think Bayern are off. Yeah. Bayern are going. They are already home, so they are going to be knocked out. They are definitely going to be knocked out. For sure. Yeah, Bayern will be knocked out because, man, it's 76 minutes. They are yet to score a goal. Fabian Ruiz off. We have Lucas Beraldo and Hernandez on for PSG. He needs some fresh legs. Vitinha, Joao Neves. This boy is good. He's very good. Seja Gala says hi. Seja Gala, welcome back. Whoa, man. Bayern need to score. If they don't score before 80 minutes, then it's over for them. Honestly, if they don't score before 80 minutes, it's what my country people, the Yorubas, call Otilo. Oya sepo Otilo. Hey, it don't go. Yeah, they need to score. If they don't score before 80, it's all over for them. Honestly, it's all over for them. They need to score. Very, very important. And PSG are defending really, really well. They are defending really well. Bayern are finding it difficult to break them down. They're just recycling the ball. Seja Gala says, where are you from, mate? I'm Nigerian. Referee. Man, this referee is crazy. How is he not giving that as a foul against PSG? How is he not giving that as a foul against PSG? Okay, I think because his hand went for the ball. Okay, I see what happened there. Jackson on. Musiala off. Can Nicolas Jackson do the job for Bayern? Get them a goal. Jamal Musiala off from Nicolas Jackson. Whoosh. Kvaratskhelia, man. PSG are going to the final. They are going to the final. Bilal says referees are always crazy in second leg, Nobu. Yeah, referees sometimes can be really crazy. Oh, Kvaratskhelia couldn't get a touch. A good kick on that ball. Adeslot says, Noble, do you smoke Cleopatra cigarettes? You want to give me one? A corner kick for PSG. I think it's all over for Bayern. They can't even score a goal. It's 90 minutes. Sorry, it's 80 minutes already. And one thing I've noticed with this PSG team, if they score you first, it's very difficult for them to lose games. But they don't know how to come from behind. They don't know how. Yeah, they don't know how. They always try to score you first. And they like scoring early goals. That's one thing with PSG. Once the game starts, they go all out. They press. They are pressing monsters. They go very, very fast with their pressing. But if they concede first, they don't tend to react very well in the game. Vitinha. Guys, let's get the likes up. It's a corner kick for PSG. Yeah, only say this second half. You take too many touches on the ball, Michael Olise. Release your ball on time. The overconfidence you have sometimes are your weaknesses. Ben Davis. Yeah, that stuff Harry Kane wanted to do there, he couldn't do it. He couldn't. Do you want to get me one and a slot? Ben Davis. Sejagala says, who do you think is winning the UCL? I went for Bayern as my favorite, but it's very much likely that they are being knocked out. So Bayern is definitely going to be out of the UCL. Yeah, because they have not scored a goal yet, and it's already 82 minutes. They've not scored a goal yet, so it's a problem for them. Oya support Tilo. He don't go. Oya support Tilo. Baniko Strava says, I've heard of Egyptian football have no fans, only Al Ahly and Zamalek. The referee said to repeat the free kick. Yeah, it seems like their new jersey might be a bad luck for them. Safonov making himself big in the air. Very difficult for Bayern to dominate him in the air. I love that. Pass your ball. Bayern take too many touches on the ball. Too many touches. Oh boy. Sejagala says PSG or Arsenal. I want Arsenal to win, but whoosh, that was close. I want Arsenal to win, but I don't think they can beat PSG. There's a difference between who I want and who I think is going to win. That's just the truth. Bilal says the league is really open now in Egypt. Yeah, based on what Mariam said, it's just, I think, 51 points, 52 points, and 53. So it's pretty much close. It's a very tight one. Yo, guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get it up. We're on 27 likes. If this guy was fit, why is he bringing him on at this time? I thought the boy is still injured, by the way. If he's fit, why bringing him on this time? João Neves, this boy is always very, 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 very troublesome. Well, he's given a free kick against Kane. 'Kane. 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 ' What is this referee doing here? John Neves. Carl. I thought Carl was even injured because I was asking earlier, where is Carl? Carl is fit and you're bringing him on 85 minutes. That's crazy. That is really, really crazy. Tafsir says rigged. Nuno Mendes off. Mayulu on. That's an attacking sub. He's not making a defensive substitution. Yeah, Mendes he's walked his subs off. Dafa Sihab says score. It's 1-0 for PSG against Bayern. It's 85 plus almost 86 minutes. Let's see how many minutes added time we're going to have. Let's see how many minutes. Of Alphonso Davies, not Ben Davies. Alphonso Davies. This referee is just funny. Yeah. Bring in Goretzka. Why is Pavlovic still in the game? Bring in Goretzka. Sometimes coaches just have some preferences that are wild. Anesla says, yes, we are the third and Zamalek the first, Pyramid the second, BG Army. Sometimes coaches are just unbelievable. Bringing on Carl in the last 5 minutes of the game. Why didn't you bring him on earlier? Why? Nah, you can't play that ball from that angle. Why not use your right? Sometimes these footballers are just something else. You were waiting to use your stronger foot, the right one. Use the left. Dafa says PSG champions again. It's looking very much likely. Very, very much likely. But let's see. It's all over because Bayern need 2 goals. Bayern need 2 goals to get through to the final. Sorry, to get extra time. They need 2 goals, but they've not even scored one yet, and it's 87 minutes already. And one thing with Bayern, they make too many touches on the ball. Too many touches. Diaz, that's a very good close control. Let me watch the replay. The Bayern players are shouting for a penalty. I don't think it is. Let's see. Let's see. Manenoya with another save. Anesla says, yes, Bilal, there are crazy difference in points. 53, 51, 50. Wait, is this? This looks like a handball. I didn't see that clearly. Anesla says, goodbye. See you later, guys. Alright, Mariam, do enjoy the rest of your night. This looks like a handball. I didn't see that clearly. I didn't see that clearly. I think they intentionally didn't want to replay that very well. Ooh, he slipped there. He slipped. She slipped. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Michael Olise, 89 minutes. It's all over. Hip hop gyration, hip hop gyration. Whoa, I just saw this picture on Instagram now. The Chomeni, is it Rudiger and who exactly is this? Man, it's crazy at Real Madrid. There are 6 players that refuse to speak to Alvaro Arbeloa. The Mbappe Out petition has over 10 million signatures in the last 24 hours. Tchouaméni and Valverde were involved in a bust-up in training. Rudiger slapped a member of staff. Not all well in Spain. Ah, boy. Things are getting tense at Real Madrid. Honestly, it's getting really, really tense at Real Madrid. Rudiger slapping a member of staff. Tchouaméni and Valverde were involved in a bust-up. Ah, boy. Madrid is not well this season. Yeah, Madrid is not well. Cause man, what the heck? What the heck is this? Hip hop gyration, hip hop gyration. Hip hop gyration, hip hop gyration. Oh boy. Bayern are out of the Champions League, guys. It's 5 minutes extra time. They are not scoring 2 goals in 5 minutes. They are not scoring 2 goals in 5 minutes. Hell no. They are not scoring. Bayern are out. They are out of the Champions League, guys. It's going to be Arsenal versus PSG in the final. 4 more minutes to go. 4 more minutes to go. So let's see. Gaming with Farhan says Messi or Ronaldo. Definitely Cristiano Ronaldo, my bro. It has to be Cristiano. No other than Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the GOAT for me. It's all over for Bayern. Their defense is rubbish. Their attack, finding it difficult to score today. So it's game over for them. They are already home, so they don't have to come back. They are already at their home stadium. Ooh, Diaz running with the ball. Running. Ash. It's a crazy one. I think Arsenal with their defense, they stand a chance against PSG. Julik says, how are Bayern not scoring? Bro, it's crazy, man. Really, really crazy. It's really crazy. At their home turf, they are still unable to score. It's just crazy. Sometimes football can just go in ways you might not understand. You know, in the first leg, we had a 9-goal thriller and lots of people were thinking, oh yeah, the second leg, we're going to have 10 goals. We're going to have 8 goals, blah, blah, blah. Football doesn't work that way, honestly. It doesn't. Yeah, 2 more minutes for PSG to wrap it up. 2 more minutes. Julik says, everyone said Bayern were going to win the whole thing. I actually predicted a 3-1 win for Bayern, but with what I saw here, nah, they have no chance of even scoring. They can't even score a goal at the Allianz Arena. It's just crazy. Football is a very crazy sport. It's a crazy sport. Now, this is why I was telling Arsenal fans yesterday. You just have to do all you can to win your game. You don't have to play the most beautiful of football when it comes to the knockout stages, quarterfinals, semi-finals, or in the final. Bro, if I have to pack the freaking bus to do it, I've got to get my hands on that trophy. That's all that matters. If I have to pack, even if I need to add 3 more players, right? 1-1. Whoosh! Harry Kane. Guys, Harry Kane just scored now. What? What the heck? Yeah. But it came late, by the way. It came late. 1 more minute to go. The goal came late. 1 more minute to go. Yeah, this is a proper striker finish. A proper striker finish. Fantastic goal from Harry Kane. Assisted by Alphonso Davies. Yeah, this is a proper striker goal. But it's too late. Can they get one more goal? I don't think they can. It's just too late. It is too late. It is what it is. It's too late for Bayern. They can't get a second goal. Yeah, it's just 1 more minute to go. It's just 1 more minute to go. There's nothing they can do there. It's even less than a minute now. When Ferreira says too late, yeah, bro, it's too late. Bilal says, yeah, I'm a Madrid fan, Julix. Madrid is in serious crisis now, bro. Serious crisis. Rudiger slapping a member of the staff. Valverde and Chomeni doing some UFC in the training. And it's rumored that about 6 players are refusing to talk to Alvaro Arbeloa. Things are getting very, very intense at the Bernabeu, honestly. Referee, end the game. It's already 18 minutes. Sorry, 25 seconds. And 5 minutes were added. Yeah, I know Marquinhos is trying to waste time. He should just do it because the referee is refusing to end the game. What's up, man? Yeah, guys, PSG are definitely through to the finals. The referee just needs to blow the final whistle. So we are having Arsenal. Whoosh! Arsenal against PSG in the final. I think one thing Arsenal doesn't need to have in their mind is a revenge. Yeah, if you're going for a revenge, it's going to hinder how you perform. You just have to go straight to winning the game. Take revenge out of the way. Seb Dostov says, Levi Weeks IK. Levi Weeks. What do you mean by that, Seb? I don't understand that. Julik says, Madrid will win a trophy next season. Mark my words. I do hope Madrid wins a trophy next season, but it depends on the manager they get. Guys, it's all over. PSG to play Arsenal in the final of the UEFA Champions League in Budapest, Hungary. So it's all over for Bayern. They have been knocked out by PSG. Maybe for them, they might save a little face of not scoring a single goal. Yeah, it's a 1-1 draw for them, but they're out. When Ferreira says, got to shoot the opposition to score. Yeah. PSG deserve it, man. They deserve it. They deserve it. This boy, I think I might give the man of the match to Joao Neves. Yeah, I think I'll give the man of the match to Joao Neves. He was solid. Joao Neves was solid, honestly. He was solid in this game. He was everywhere. Defense, attack, midfield. Everywhere. Yeah, I'll give the man of the match to Joao Neves. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting final. I'll say it's going to be an interesting one. Guys, do you think Arsenal can win the final against PSG? Do you think Arsenal stand a chance against PSG, guys? Let me know in the chat. Do you think Arsenal stand a chance against PSG? Because I think Arsenal do stand a chance because they have a very strong and solid defense. Very, very solid defense. When Ferreira says Arsenal have their work cut out. Yeah, I think Arsenal need to be very solid. They need to be on their A game. They need to be on their A game to defeat PSG. Honestly. Hilbert says, bullshit, Bayern Munich were closed. Man, it's... yeah, Bayern were not really firing on all cylinders. Yeah. Olise in the first half was fantastic, but the second half, he was lost. Harry Kane in the first half was lost. It's even in the second half that Harry Kane tried to do beats here and there. Luis Diaz tried and tried. PSG defended very well. So it's a good one for PSG. Congratulations to them. They have made it to the finals of the Champions League back to back. I think it's the first time in their history they are going back to back for finals in the UEFA Champions League. Bilal says, look, I know there is surprise in UCL, but I really want PSG to trash them 5-0 just like Inter. Nah, I don't think it's going to be up to that. It's not. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be up to that. I do think Arsenal stand a chance against them. The main strength of the Arsenal team is their defense. Yeah, their defense need to do the job, and the attack should convert any chance they get. Honestly. Toxic says, Olise, Mr. Nonchalant was ghosted in second half, only performs against small clubs like Madrid and Hamburg. You are calling Madrid a small club. Madrid that has won what you guys dream to win, and you are saying they are small clubs. This is the problem with Arsenal fans. Mr. Hilbert says, Mr. Noble, PSG robbed Bayern Munich. That's one thing with these referees. Today they do one thing, tomorrow they do a different thing. That's just a crazy stuff from the officials. Wayne Ferreira says, if that penalty had been given, it would have been extra time. Yeah, I think that decision changed the course of the game. This is one problem I have with officials, referees officiating games. One decision changes the whole course of the game, and it's really, really bad. Similar thing happened against Real Madrid. For Bayern, it went in favor of Bayern, and today it went against Bayern. That was a clear penalty. I really do not see why the referee didn't give that, or the VAR officials to tell the referee to go take a look at the monitor. I don't understand it, honestly. And when Madrid fans complained the last time, people were saying, oh yeah, Madrid always complain if it doesn't go their way, blah, blah, blah. But you've seen it. It happened again today. A penalty was supposed to be given against PSG, but they didn't. But the thing is, PSG already qualified, so nothing can be done about it. Yeah, it's just to cry over spilled milk. That's all. CR7 King says 2 handballs back to back. Yeah. Referees always do this. They always do this. Bilal says Arsenal only topped the Premier League because all the other big teams are doing really bad. But it's not Arsenal's fault that they are doing really bad. That's just the point. Serious Fan Bat says, hello, Mr. Noble. Yeah, welcome back, Serious Fan Bat. Hilbert says, I will pray for PSG downfall, foolish team. Oh, boy. Toxic Eddie says, Bayern were not even given the fouls outside the boxes. Money was the X factor today. Serious Fan Bat says, do you think United will win 10 UCL titles by the end of this century? Of course, the century is just starting. We are barely 26 years into the century. So what are you saying? What are you saying, Serious Fan Bat? CR7 says, but at the same, the Bayern players could have played better individually by dribbling instead of passing to the side. When they did dribble, they won't shoot. Yeah, Bayern players, that's why I said Arsenal would have done better playing Bayern in the final because Bayern players take too many touches on the ball. They take too many touches on the ball. And they love all these diagonal passes, maintaining possession. They love the diagonal passes so much. Bilal says, "Nay, as Bilal, I'm the only Bilal here." As Bilal says, "Let's go." Bani Kostrava says, "Kane doesn't come to shit club like Arsenal." Yeah, that goal from Kane was fantastic. That was a proper striker goal. Proper striker goal. Yeah, it was a very, very good goal from Harry Kane. CR7 says, Luis Diaz dribbled well, but he wants to dribble into the goal, just shoot. Yeah, this is one thing I like Yamal for. You dribble, you see the space, you shoot. Not for you to dribble past 4-5 players before you think of shooting. If you dribble the first player, if you don't see a chance, dribble the second one and immediately you just shoot before the third person comes. But the Bayern wingers, especially Diaz, he likes to drift in, maybe until he makes sure that all 4 or 5 players in front of him are down before he can shoot. And that also costs them the game. They make too many touches on the ball, dribble a lot. Serious Fanbat says PSG would need to win 100 Champions League titles to be a bigger club than Olympique de Marseille. Come on, bro. How many Champions League does Olympique Marseille have? Toxic Edit says, "Bonjour Paris, meet you at Budapest." Yeah, Budapest, Hungary is going to be a tough one. Serious Fanbar says, "Toxic Edit, are you a sports fan?" Nah, he's not a sports man. He's an Arsenal fan. That's why he's saying meet you in Budapest. CR7 King says they shut down Olise today as well as he mostly did back passes. Olise played well in the first half, but in the second half, he was really lost in the second half. Honestly, he was really lost in the second half. But yeah, it was I wouldn't say perfect game because I expected to see more. If Bayern had scored earlier, probably would have seen something more exciting. Yeah, I would have seen something more exciting. Dan Burns says the last footballer with true skill and not just overpaid athlete was Ronaldinho. Gucho. Ronaldinho was one of the guys that made me enjoy football. JJ Okocha, Ronaldinho, Zidane, Quaresma later on, Cristiano, Messi as well. These guys, yeah. But Gucho, he breathes football. You just see him embodies football, and whenever he plays, you see him smiling and laughing. He just enjoy what he does. Yeah, Gucho was a fantastic player. Serious Fanbar says Marseille has one UCL title. So why are you not saying that PSG need to win 100 before they can become a big club like Marseille? Come on, bro. Yeah, says, I told you PSG. Yeah, PSG are through to the finals. They are through. It's a very good result for them, honestly. It's a very good result for PSG going to the final. CR7 King says, I agree a pen could have changed the game. I hope the ref gets some consequences. Nah, there are no consequences for referees. They allow them to do their thing. They spoil the games and yeah. UEFA doesn't even issue any statement. In the Premier League, you see the PGMOL come out and back the rubbish from the referee. You just have to You just have to go with it. For me, I think VAR should be scrapped. You should just take away VAR. Let's know that the referees are making such stupid mistakes without any device helping them out. Toxic Eddie says most balanced final after that Liverpool vs Madrid won in 21-22 season. Most balanced final. PSG ahead of you guys, but I still think that Arsenal can get a job. I think Arsenal can get a job against PSG in that final, honestly. I really do think they can. But they have to fight really, really hard. Arsenal can defend well, but the main thing is, can your attack score? That is the main problem for Arsenal. Your set piece is no longer working for you. So the thing is, can your attacker score? The defense, I know Arsenal defense can do the job defending. But can the likes of Saka, Odegaard, Eze, Martinelli, Trossard, and Gyökeres, can they do the work? That's the point. Yaya says Arsenal's last UCL final was in Paris and now we play in Paris in the final. Okay, you play Paris in the final. Yeah, Paris Saint-Germain. Well, let's see what happens. If Arsenal is going to win it for the first time in their history, or PSG is going to do a double. Yeah, let's see what happens. I think PSG doing a double will be the first time in a very long while, let's say in the recent history of Champions League, that a team is doing back-to-back, aside from Madrid in 2016, 17, and 18 season, where they won it back-to-back, like three times on a row, Madrid. Baniko Strava says, when I travel to Cyprus, Omonia gonna win Cyprus League. Okay. CR7 King says, PSG has great attacking, and if they are constantly attacking, eventually they'll score. There is only so much you can defend. I think one thing with PSG is if you can stop them from scoring early goals, because PSG always love early goals. If you can stop them from scoring early goals, then you can actually get a very good result against them. And if you defend them, not allow them score you early, you get an opportunity to score one. If you score two, you scatter their brain. They will become disorganized. Yaya says, if we get the league and the nerves will be settled with the attacking players. Well, let's see. But I honestly think that Arsenal stand a chance. Contrary to popular opinion, I think Arsenal does stand a chance to win the final. But it's not going to be easy. But you guys need to be at your best. Like, for the defenders, Gabriel and Saliba. If it's I don't know if Timber is back. I don't know if Timber will be back by then. Then left back, let's say Calafiori or Hincapie, whichever one plays. They all need to be at their best. Mohamed Elmazi says, was that a penalty or not? Neves handball. Yeah, I think that was a penalty. Clear penalty, 100%. If his hand was down, it's a different thing. His hand was up and his teammate played the ball to his hand. It's definitely a penalty. I don't know why the referee didn't give it, and also VAR not telling the referee to review the monitor. Milo IG says, face ref and face PSG. Arsenal should just pray that this type of decisions don't go in PSG's favor in that final, because I really don't understand that decision not to give that as a penalty, honestly. Toxic Edit says, Premier League will boost the confidence of Arsenal so much if we manage to win it. Yes, I think that is right. That's also one of the reasons I wanted you guys to win yesterday, because if you guys didn't win yesterday, going into that West Ham game, the players are going to be demoralized. It's going to affect them mentally. But getting into the finals of the Champions League, it's a boost for the Arsenal team. They are going to believe, oh guys, we are now in the Champions League. We can actually get something in this final. So I think it's going to be a very big boost for Arsenal players. But let's see how they react to it on Sunday against West Ham. 3 more games for them to play in the league and 1 more game in the final. So it's 4 finals for Arsenal. Like Saliba said, is this Saliba or Rice? That they have 4 finals to play and they need to win all the finals. So let's see if Arsenal is getting a double or a single or maybe nothing. But I think Arsenal can get the Premier League. But the Champions League is more difficult. Green Dusk says, dear PSG, please save football. I don't know why so many people are hating on Arsenal, honestly. And it's mostly English teams. The likes of Man United fans, Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs are natural. Yeah, Spurs definitely are not going to support them. Yeah, but the hate and what people are saying about Arsenal on the internet is very funny. And personally, I'm not someone to follow the bandwagon. I have a mind of my own, right? I don't really have much problem with Arsenal. And I do think the Arsenal team deserves something. Looking at how their seasons have been in the past couple of years, Arteta has done well, even though I criticize him a lot. But if you look at where Arsenal were when he took over and where they are currently at right now, you see there's a massive improvement, right? But he needs to break that deadlock. He needs to do all he can to do it. And at this point, that's why I said, in these knockout stages, you don't need to play beautiful football. All you need to do is win. Whichever way you want to win, nobody cares. Just win your game. That's all. Maybe the whole season we can talk about playing good football, but once it comes to quarterfinals, round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, or finals, we don't care. Just win your football game. That's all. Toxic Eddie says, people need to realize that there is a difference between hate and respect. The rivals should respect Arsenal for their performance instead of just hating. I think a team like Liverpool should actually give Arsenal their flowers, because if not for Arsenal, there will not be 5 teams going to the Champions League in the Prem. But it's because of that Arsenal win against Sporting in Portugal. That was why we have 5 teams going to the Champions League next season from the Premier League. So the likes of Liverpool, who are not yet in the Champions League, United already qualified. So the fight now is between Liverpool and Villa. So if not for Arsenal, Villa and Liverpool would have been fighting for the 4th position. But right now, Liverpool is more comfortable because they know even if they finish 5th, they will still make Champions League. So yeah, it's Liverpool and Aston Villa that are supposed to thank Arsenal fans very well. Dennis Beckham says, Noble hates Chelsea more than Arsenal. Yeah, of course. I don't like Chelsea. I don't hide it. I actually love Chelsea's predicament. I love it. I just enjoy it. Yeah. But Arsenal, I don't really have a problem with Arsenal. I don't. Even though some Arsenal fans can be very annoying at times, but yeah, I think maybe I can manage. I can manage with that. I can manage. Toxic Eddie says, I'm talking about real football fans, not you, Banik Ostrava. Banik Ostrava says, why should I respect Arsenal for rubbish football? And Toxic, you can't talk Arsenal, Rob, Leverkusen and Atletico Madrid. Green Dusk says, banter aside, I'm really happy for Arsenal. These guys work their ass off for this moment. Yeah, that's just it. And the main reason I'm actually supporting Arsenal in terms of maybe winning the Prem or possibly for the Champions League is because of a couple of players there. I really like Bukayo Saka. I've been following him since he was a kid, so I love his development. I love his personality. He's a very good boy. I love Saka. I love Eze. Eze is also a very good boy. He's a fantastic person. So Miles Lewis Kelly as well. The likes of Madueke, even though his quality is not really good, but Madueke is also my brother from the same side. I like him. Who else in Arsenal? Declan Rice is also decent. I know Declan Rice is journey from Chelsea to West Ham and everything. Yeah, I think these guys are about 5 or 6 of them. So I just think they actually deserve something, especially Saka. He's carried this team for years. He's carried the team since his teenage years. So, and he's come to this level. So I think he actually deserves to win something tangible for the club. Yeah, he needs to win something tangible for the club. When Ferrer says PSG, I think, are going to be strong for Arsenal. Yeah, of course, they are going to be very strong. It's not going to be an easy final. I'm very much aware of that. But I think Arsenal can actually get a result against them. They can. Yaya says, and yet we won the group. No, one major advantage Arsenal has is the fact that their defense is solid. They have a very, very solid defense. Even though Arsenal attack is rubbish. Arsenal attack is rubbish, but their defense is their saving grace. So they need to defend very well against PSG. That's just a fact. Defend very well, get your chance and score. That's it. Get your chance and score. Because the problem for Bayern tonight was not defending. What did Upamecano do there? He can't run. He's just heavy. He cannot run. Yaya says our attack is improving. Well, you don't need an improving attack to play against PSG. You need a very solid attack. So your boys have from now till the final to sharpen their sword. That attacking sword, they need to sharpen it very, very well. Make it very, very sharp. That any attempt you get, you score with it. So that's one thing they really need to do. Defend very well, get the opportunity, score. It's a final. It can end 1-0. You just saw what happened today between PSG and Bayern. PSG just got that one chance in the first half. Boom. And Ousmane Dembele scored. It took Bayern till the 93rd minute or 94th minute before they could score. So this point is just defend well and score your goals. Dennis Bakam says, FC Baniko Strava, we finished first in the table. That's why we had the easiest part to the final. Keep crying, bro. Now, one thing, yes, we might, and I also said it, we might say Arsenal had easier fixtures or they were on the easier part of the draw. But sometimes, for you to win certain trophies, you need luck on your side. Even if you do well, you play well, but you still need a bit of luck. Because sometimes, for example, Bayern now, that decision from the referee, they were not lucky to have it in their favor. They were lucky against Madrid. The decision went their way. Now, against PSG, it was against them. So, sometimes these little details matter. They matter a lot. Baniko Shaba says Arsenal gonna play like Bayern. They have good defense but no attack. Meanwhile, PSG is good in every position. Yeah, PSG is good in every position. They are very, very good in every position. Their defense, superb. They have a fantastic goalkeeper. Their midfield, they tick. Their midfield tick. Then when it comes to their attack, very fast attacking players who can score goals. So they are a very complete team. That's why I said Bayern would have been the easier option for Arsenal. Because Bayern has good attack, their midfield decent, but their defense is rubbish. When Ferreira says, what's your prediction for the Champions League final? Ooh, I've not thought about it, honestly. It's still in, is it 4 weeks or 3 weeks plus? My prediction for the Champions League final, I've not thought about it, but I think, yeah, I want Arsenal to win in all honesty. But like me analyzing it without any sentiment, right? I would have, without any sentiment, I would want to go for a PSG win. But for the sake of me wanting Arsenal to win it, I think I'll go for an Arsenal win. Yeah. I'll go for a 1-0. Yeah. I'll go for a 1-0 win for Arsenal. It's a very tough one. And I hope my prediction is correct 100%. I'm going for a 1-0 win for Arsenal against PSG in the final. Maybe there's a player I have in my head that might score a goal in that final. And it's crazy. I'm looking at Eze. Ebbs is very much likely to score in that final. Ebbs or Saka. Eze or Saka is going to score in that final. It's going to be a 1-0 victory for Arsenal. Yeah. It's going to be a 1-0 victory. Yaya says, I wanted Barca to be honest. Barcelona for the semi-finals, I think Arsenal will still beat them because Barcelona defense is also rubbish. So, and Arsenal can defend very well. Yaya says, I think PSG will win. Yeah, that's why I said, me looking at it without any sentiment or bias, I will give PSG the win. I will, but because I want Arsenal to win, my heart is telling me one thing and my head is telling me a different thing. So, but I just want to, I don't like to give predictions with sentiment. I always give my predictions plainly without any sentiment or bias. But for this final, I'm going to give my prediction with bias and sentiment. Honestly. When Ferreira says, imagine getting a power cut during the final. Well, I've never had any power cuts here, so I just hope it doesn't happen. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen. Dennis Beckham says, double, we are going to win the double. Well, you guys should forget about the double right now. Arsenal should just focus on winning the league. That's all. You guys should just focus on winning the league. The Champions League is still about 3 weeks away, right? So just forget about it. Focus on the 3 matches in front of you. The West Ham game, the Crystal Palace and the Burnley game. Just focus on these 3 games. That's all. Then when you win the Premier League, you've lifted it. This was a problem I had with Arsenal fans. This was a problem I had with Arsenal fans earlier. When you guys started shouting quadruple, sextuple. And I said, guys, chill. You cannot be talking about a sextuple and quadruple when you've not won one single trophy. You can't. You have to win one. Right? If you win one, you talk of the double. When you win the double, you begin to talk about the treble. And if you've done the treble, you can talk about a quadruple. Not you've not done one and you're shouting a double. So my point is, Arsenal fans should just chill. Forget about talking about the double. Don't talk about the double. Just focus on winning the Premier League. if your boys can win the Premier League, it will give them confidence to go to that final in Budapest and get a result against PSG. They can play their heart out and get a result. When Ferreira says, I'm going for extra time and penalties. David Raya and penalties. I've not seen Sofanov on penalties, so I don't really know how good he is on penalties. Ayi Animle says hi. Ayi Animle, welcome back. Banik Ostrava says, in the UCL final, Arsenal defense and heart gonna be broken. Banik Ostrava says, PSG 8, Arsenal 0. Official prediction. Oh boy. It's crazy. This game is going to be tough. It's going to be a tough final. But it's football. Anything can happen. Anything can actually happen. So let's see if Arsenal can shock the world to win their first Champions League. Because this is one thing we fans used to banter Arsenal for. Not having any European trophy or Champions League. Yeah, so, but let's see. Serious Fanbat says, when will Man United become a big team like Arsenal? Arsenal cannot be as big as Man United. That's just it. They can't be big as Man United. For example, imagine it's Man United in the final. The internet will, and the news even will be bigger than what it is. That's just the honest truth. When Ferreira says, would you play Townsend in the Champions League final? You mean Andros Townsend? Is he still playing football? Baniko Strava says, I think even Arsenal should be worried to defend until penalties come because Safonov is king of penalties. I don't really know how good he is with penalties though. Alright guys, thank you very much. I have to end the stream now. I'll see you all for our morning show tomorrow. Yeah, PSG Arsenal have booked the ticket for the final in Budapest. So it's going to be interesting. Ash says, don't sleep on Arsenal. I heard Arteta is preparing generational haram ball. Bro, if he plays haram ball and wins, no one cares. The only time people will criticize the haram ball is when you play it and you lose. But if you play the haram ball and win the Champions League final, nobody cares how you play to get it. When Ferreira says no, Max Townsend, it's not Townsend, it's okay, Max Doman. Okay, you're saying Max Doman. No, it's not Max Townsend, it's Doman. Now, I wouldn't start him in the final. I would not start Max Doman in the final. I think playing the same lineup again that he played against Atletico, playing it in the final, I think that would be the best decision for him. Miles Lewis Kelly is young. He's got the legs and he's strong. He can fight it out with Joao Neves in that midfield. Yeah, he can. Zubimendi is good in controlling the tempo of the game, but Zubimendi doesn't have that pace, and Zubimendi is not strong. So I think the best person to play in that position with Dek is Miles Lewis Kelly. Ash says Arteta is playing 9-0-1. This PSG team is too good. Yeah, the PSG team, they don't have a weakness. They defend well, they attack well. They control the game well. They are good in every department. They have a fantastic goalkeeper. So, it's going to be a very tough game. Ash FCB, have you subscribed already? Okay, guys, I have to end the stream now. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. 7:30 a.m. UK time. I'll be going live tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. UK time. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. And for those who are yet to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and subscribe to Noble's View. I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Peace out, guys.